Good afternoon. Today I wanted to cover a couple of the areas that I plan to cover in this series of videos that I'm posting here to YouTube. So I have several interests which I want to share with you, and I will schedule some time with each of them to go into more detail. The first one is running. I love to run, and on October 10th, 2020, I ran a half marathon in very hilly, Hunterdon County. The organization that ran it was really top notch, in my opinion. It took me 3 hours and 54 minutes to complete. I was near the very end of the people that came in, but I was treated at each of the water stations and at the finish line like I was the first person. It was very amazing to watch and participate in. It's called Base Camp 31. It's based in Clinton, New Jersey. And they are really a group that really helps the community, both athletically and also, in helping them, if they're in need. So I wrote a short article about them and submitted it to the Huntington Review, which is a newspaper in the area, and I'm hoping that it will be published sometime next year. Another thing that I love to do is baking. You've seen, I've talked about my cookies, this year's cookie baking, and I have several issues in my blog about the baking that I have done over the last year and a half or so. Today I did a cookie exchange, the second one that I did with my friend Susan. And we exchanged little boxes of cookies, and so we get to sample a little bit some different recipes that we may try in the future. Another thing that I really like to do is writing. I started writing, that was the initiation of the blog, why I wanted to set up the blog, because I wanted to get some practice at writing. And then I joined a writing group here in town, and I started to write little short story that I read at a public event at the library over the summer. And I expanded that short story into a short book, or they call it a novella, about 82 pages. I submitted that to a contest, and we'll see, what comes of that. If it becomes bigger, or if it, if I publish it next year myself or through something else, I'm not sure. And another thing that I do here in town is the gardening. There's a community garden right up the street, and that started about 10 years ago when I joined that garden when it first was, first built or initiated by the town, and I've been there ever since. This past year we had a few trips, and I got a little behind, so it wasn't the best year I had, but this year we're probably around town a lot more than we were last year, so that should help. So we'll talk about that a little bit. And then also there's a support group in town here, Depression and Bipolar Support Group, which is affiliated with the Depression and Bipolar Support Alliance, based in Chicago. I've been, running that group, maybe about 8 years, and the pandemic really, kind of hit us hard. The core group, has changed, and the attendees, has diminished. But as the virus, abates or we get rid of it, hopefully, more people will come on a steady basis. But we've been there every week. We started out in March of last year on a Zoom, And then in September, we started meeting in person. And it's been a little bit slow, but, it is a very big need, in all areas of this country. And here in Morris County, New Jersey, it is. And, we're here for anyone that needs help. So those are the things that I plan to cover, in, short little videos as we go along. I think the one I'm most excited about is, showing you how, some cookies are baked, and maybe even someday, some cooking, how to, cook, some special dishes. And we'll see where it goes. So I hope everybody is getting ready for their holidays, and I hope everybody is staying safe and enjoying the time with your family and friends. So thank you and have a good day.